70% of your time is mostly spent on these core six things. That is, admin work, marketing work, sales, reporting, team collaboration. All these things are like a black hole for sucking up your time. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you run an online business that's providing service in the online space, and if you're a business owner or you're an operations manager or a director or everything, you would know that 70% of your time is mostly spent on these core six things. That is, admin work, marketing work, sales, reporting, team collaboration. All these things are like a black hole for sucking up your time. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. And the thing is, most online service providers, right, what I've seen is the reason they fail is because they focus on what's important. The important thing is spending time on growing your business, spending time on making sure your service is the best one out there. And most businesses don't get time to do that because they're so sucked up in all these things. So in the next 8 minutes, I'm going to show you the entire step you can do to completely eliminate 70% of your manual work without hiring anyone and without spending all your weekends just through pure automation and AI. And in this time and age, it's very, very, very important. And in the next 8 minutes, I'm not going to charge you completely for free. I'm going to give you the entire blueprint on how to do that for anyone. If you're an intermediate, if you're a beginner, if you're an expert, it's going to give you the complete steps on how to do this entire thing. All right. And the reason I'm doing that is because this is something I've been doing this for the last 5 years. I'm absolutely passionate about sharing my knowledge and what I've learned. If you know the clients I work with, you would know why you have to stick through till the end of the video. All right. So the first question, you'll be like, Fahad, I don't know about that. I don't think you can do this. And for what I want to tell you is that I'm pretty sure when you're doing all these core six things, right, you would always think, there is a better way to do it. You may think it's by hiring VAs, you may think it's by doing this, but there is a better way, and that is through automation. And the thing is, if you don't have any automation, if your automation is very limited in your business, right, what I wanted to do is that, think about this, it's no longer 2015. The thing with automation, the history of automation is that until 2015, only big corporates with big budgets were able to hire big developers, operations managers to automate and streamline their entire operations. But is it 2050 now? I don't think so. It's been 10 years. It's 2025. And until then, only big companies were able to do it. But ever since post 2015, companies, revolutionary companies like Zapier, all these no-code tools came in and they made it so much easier for any small to medium-sized businesses to build absolute banger of an automation to automate their entire business. And they made it so easy that anyone could do it. So post that period, it was no longer big corporates automating their operations. It's small businesses like us that could do this thing easily. To provide more significance or to provide you more insights on this historical data, until the 2020 to 2024 period, it was an era of no-code. All the no-code tools were coming up. So when no-code tools came up, you no longer needed developers to build even custom apps as well. Custom apps like make.com, N8N, Airtable, Bubble. All these tools who came in, it was like an era of no-code. And starting this year until 2030, it's going to be an era of AI agents and AI solutions. So if you can leverage these things and automation, right, you can absolutely make sure your business is as streamlined as I can. And why do you want a business that is as streamlined as I can? I would like to quote one of my favorite entrepreneurs, Sam Altman. Sam Altman said that recently that billion-dollar companies are going to be run by a team of one person. It's going to soon happen. He said it's going to happen before 2030. And I'm a firm believer in that. And that's what I have a team of 8. This is what I tell my team. Guys, this is going to happen and we are going to make that possible. Because this is what we do. We streamline business operations using all these things. So this is one thing I used to tell my team, and this is one thing I want to tell you as well. Billion-dollar companies are going to be run by a team of one person. How do we do that? Is by making sure they have the most streamlined business operations out there. So this person only focuses on what he's good at, whether it's developing products, focus on client service, whatever it is, because everything is taken care of AI, with no-code tools, with automation, everything. And that is how it's going to happen. And that is why you need to start automating your business right away. Even with if you don't have it all, start immediately. If you have a little, keep optimizing it. All right. So the next question would be, how does automation save time? You're like, Fahad, you're just blabbing. It's been 4 minutes. Start giving some insights. All right. So let me show you how automation can actually save your time for those who don't have anything in place right now. So there is core parts in your operations, which I mentioned, right? This is the core parts that automation is going to help you with. First thing it's going to do, it's going to automate the mundane, repetitive tasks in your business in a matter of seconds, such as, you have data entry, sending invoices, following up, email replies. All these things can just like that, without you even blinking, it's going to automation is going to automatically do it in seconds for you. You don't even have to spend all this time. If you spend all this time, right, you would procrastinate for months and days, and it's not going to happen. Automation is going to automatically handle all these tasks in seconds. It's going to make sure your data that's coming in, that is, your subscriptions, your customers, your deals, everything can be streamlined in one single place in real time. So for example, a customer comes in, contact us from, boom, add them to your system. This person comes in from here, boom, add them to the system. Everything is properly streamlined in a centralized data platform such as to HubSpot, Salesforce, Airtable, Notion, whatever it is. The next thing is going to help you is that it can help you streamline your reporting. You can set up reporting dashboards. You can set up AI generating and analyzing report for you and giving you insights, automation to make sure you have a proper reporting dashboard, everything it's updating. All these things can be easily done using automation. The next thing is customer support. This is very important. So customer support, one thing that most businesses don't realize is that if you want best people to come after you, that is come back again, you have to make sure they have the best customer experience out there. And the best way to do that is by having an insanely good customer support. Automation just makes it so much easier, because if someone has to come to your website and message you, and they have to wait for 24 hours to receive a reply, what is this? It's not 2015 anymore. You can easily set up an AI chatbot, boom, answer, boom, answer, boom, answer. All you need to do is just give AI everything about your business. That's it. It's only going to take you 24 hours and boom, it's going to give you generational wealth, but you get the point. All right. So the next thing is sales and marketing. One thing most people don't understand is if you can automate your sales and marketing, right, it just makes so much easier in your sales process. It can help you have high conversion, because when you have sales and marketing automation, right, the right message is sent to the right person at the right time, and when that happens, they feel like you're talking to them. And when that happens, boom, conversion just increase from 20 to 40% to 60% or whatever it is. I've seen this happen multiple times over the years. So that is the reason why how automation is important and how it saves time and has but lot of reasons to implement it right away. All right. So anyways, let me give you a guide on automated business. So when it comes to streamlining your operations, right, there is, before I do that, you would like to know what exactly it is. Why do you have to listen to me? I should have said this in the initial stage, but the reason why you have to listen to me and all these things are reason is that these are some of the clients that we work with. We work with NAS Academy, Law by Mike, Ugo Lord, Anthony O'Leary, Bad Marketing, and our work was so well received that this guy referred me to Ali Abdal, and this is the email I received from Ali Abdal a few weeks back. This is for those who don't know who I am and what I do. If I have to be frank, we couldn't close him. We gave him a lot of insights. He said he's still in our pipeline. You guys are close with me, so I was like, I'll just be honest with you. Anyways, the three core things that you have to keep in mind to have a proper streamlined operations is, firstly, you need to have proper systems in place. That is, you need to have CRM system, project management reporting system, and then you need to have these two automations in place, that is marketing and process automation. I'm not going to go in detail about this. I'm just giving you some context on what a streamlined operation look like. The next thing is AI solutions. So some of the AI solutions you can think about is AI chatbots, AI phone agents, AI agents, and other AI stuff like AI content creation, AI reporting. This is what a fully automated business looks like. So these are the three things that you need to have a fully streamlined business, and in this video, this is what I'll be focusing on. So if you want me to talk about this or this, comment down below so you can encourage me to do these things, because I'm literally not getting paid to spend all this time to do this thing. The only reason I do this is because I actually enjoy it a bit. So if you want more, just let me know. Anyways, let's talk about automation. So how can we automate your business? So I have its 5-step framework when it comes to easily automating your business process. So the first thing when it comes to automating a business problem comes back to this saying that in order for you to fix a problem, you have to identify that you have a problem. How do you identify you have a problem in your business? It's by actually start mapping every single thing that's happening in your business, whatever it is that you want to automate, right? Whether it's lead, whether it's sales, whether it's marketing, whether it's process, whether it's customer fulfillment. Start mapping it out. Once you map it out, you have a visual overview on exactly what is happening in your business. So I'll give you an example. So this is it can be as basic as this. That is, lead comes in, what happens next? Okay, this happens. Sales team calls them. When sales team calls them, what happens? 3 steps, 3 ways in which they could go down, blah blah. This is a very basic example. Start by mapping it out. I am absolutely shocked, because whenever I map things out for my clients, right, they were like, Fahad, I had no idea the process is as complicated as this. 70% of my clients tell me this, and I'm absolutely shocked. I'm like, bro, you have been doing this business for 5 years. You're telling me you have no idea this is how your process looks like? They tell me yes. So first and most crucial part, even if you don't automate it, please map out your business process. You will get so much insights on how things are happening in your business, and where leads are going, where the people are getting stuck in. It's so important. It can be as simple as this, and honestly, or it can be as complicated as this one. So this is a simple overview I've done a while back for a previous video. So that is just an example. All right, now let's back to our process map. So the next thing is that once you see all these things, right, you can easily highlight the repetitive tasks that you do. For example, this is a repetitive task. That is lead come in, adding them to the CRM is a repetitive tasks. That is, calling them into the repetitive task. What I want you to do is start highlighting all the repetitive tasks in that process. Like, okay, my salesperson is contacting this person every day. My salesperson has to take this data and put them in here. All those things, start listing them down on a Google sheet. And then what I want you to do is step 3, very, very important, is that start grouping like this, like group task. And then what I want you to do is I want you to assess them based on time and impact. Okay, like how much impact can it have on your time, and how much impact does it have on the revenue? And whatever has a high impact on revenue and high impact on time, that is what you have to automate first. And if you're a beginner, then there is these 2 things I haven't mentioned in here. These 2 things you have to add, that is need or want and difficulty to automate. So if something is a want, that is, you like to have it but it's not exactly crucial, then don't do it first. And if something is absolutely high to automate, then don't do that first. Start with low automation, something that is need, has a high revenue impact, in that order. So that is how you can start prioritizing what to automate first. Okay, now that you categorized what it is that you have to automate, create a roadmap or an action plan. I'll tell you why this is important. When you list down exactly what it is that you have to automate, for example, this is just an example of a client workflow requirement that they send me, that is, hey Fahad, set up this thing, this automation, this is how it is, this is how it should be. Like it's like a very generic, like a memo that shows exactly what it is that you're trying to automate. So this could be this. So everything is properly formatted. And the most important thing is that this gives you clarity on what exactly you have to automate and how to automate it. Then the most crucial part, and this comes from experience, is that please, for the love of God, share it with your team. I haven't mentioned it. I'm so stupid. So the next thing I want you to do is share this roadmap. It should be here. My bad. Share it with your team. So the reason I say that is because when you share the roadmap with the team, who benefits from these things. So you need their input on how exactly this has to be done. And the reason for their input is that you may think it works a certain way, but it works a different way for them. They do it differently. And the thing is, because it benefits them, they would have so much insights and ideas on how to automate the entire thing. And most importantly, when they are involved in the process, they feel so much inclined to adopt it. One thing I found so hard when I was working with clients is getting people to adopt the entire thing. So if you do this thing correctly, right, you create a roadmap and share it with the team to get their thoughts, it's going to make it so much easier for you to make your team adopt it, have the best automation out there for them. And once you do all these things, figure out what to automate, the final step is finding tools and start implementing the automation very simply. There are tools like automation tools like make.com and Zapier. I would recommend it if you're a beginner. Make.com has a high learning curve, but it's an absolute gangbanger of an automation tool. All right, so start with any of these tools, and there honestly sometimes in some cases you don't even need these automations tools. If you have your CRM or marketing automation softwares like these things, right, they have inbuilt automations in there that you can use to start automating your business right away, and you don't have to pay additional money. So these are just some examples. And then you can connect your tools like your Shopify account, your D2C store, whatever it is. You can easily connect them across all these tools using make.com and Zapier, and it just makes things so much easier. So that is the exact step-by-step on how you can implement automation in your business. And okay, now you may but Fahad, there is a lot of things that has to go in, some objections you may have in mind right now. What if my team doesn't adopt it? Like, why do you have to automate when you can hire a VA, or I can hire more people? These are things some of my clients have told me before. What if my team doesn't like it? I like my team and I don't want to replace them using these things, or maybe you'll be hiring is much cheaper and faster. Well, my answer for all these things is that automation, it's so much more important because your competition are actually using it. They are using it to beat you. Their output is so much better because they have all these automations in place. And what it's going to help you with that is if you implement these things, right, your top performer is operating at the scale of 3 people with just 1 guy, because automation is taking care of most of the things for him. 60-70% of his stuff is being taken care of automation in AI. Then what else is he supposed to do with this time? Do more of the things that he's good at. For your top salesman, he's going to close more deals rather than managing deals, contracts and everything. For your top engineer, he's going to use that to build whatever it is he's building and not focus on anything else. It's like having a team of people. And especially if you're a business or an operations manager, it's going to give you more time to do whatever is important to you, especially running a business or taking care of your family. I don't know what's important. And the thing is, you know all these things. The thing is, most business owners I know, deep down they already know all these things. The thing is, stop hiding from all these problems. It's 2050, it's 2025 now. It's time to start automating your business. And this is coming from the bottom of my heart with so much love that, please save time. You can save time so easily. Why do you have to spend all this time, doing all these work when you can easily automate these things? So with that being said, hopefully 2025 is a year that you start automating things. If you need any of my assistance, if you have any doubt, comment down below, and I'm more than happy to answer you when I get the time. And if you like more of such stuff, please encourage my behavior by subscribing so that I get enough validation to do more of these things. All right, with that being said, thanks for watching and see you guys soon.